It's Kirsten and Ryan here, and today we're talking about our love story.
Oh, yes. It's a long one.
So this is part 1 of our love story, because we only have 16 minutes till our dinner's ready. So we're going to be talking about, like, when we met and dating throughout high school, and then the big cliffhanger when we broke up.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, I think...
Wrong sound.
Oh, shoot. Never mind.
You don't have the right one anymore.
I don't remember.
This one? Nope.
That was an intro. Just kidding, guys.
So, it all started when we were 15 years old. Well, actually, I was 16.
I was 15. She was a cougar.
Yes, we were full 8 months apart. We could almost be siblings.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true. I was born in October. He was born in June. So, so he was actually a year younger than me.
I was in the grade below her.
But
I was in 9th grade. She was a sophomore.
Yes.
That said that weird.
He was a freshman.
I was a freshman.
And
she was a sophomore.
I
was a
asked
nerd.
him.
She was not. No, just kidding.
I was not as much of a nerd as he was, but I was still smart. I was in the gifted chemistry class. And
so
he was in
I.
the gifted chemistry class his freshman year, so he was doubling up in the sciences, which wasn't even an option when we were freshmen, by the way.
Whatever.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
I came along, and they're like, okay.
Yeah. You're the reason why they allowed freshmen to take 2 sciences. So, at 15, we met in chemistry. The first thing I said to him was, "Are you a freshman?"
And I, of course, had to act all awkward and be like, yeah, of course I'm a freshman.
But the reason I said that was because I thought he was really cute, and if he was in my grade, I would have already known who he was, because, you know who's in your grade. And, like,
you say that, boys. But, like, I didn't know everyone in my grade.
But I knew all the cute boys. Like, there weren't many.
Only the ones that mattered.
Yeah. So, yeah, I knew he wasn't in my grade because I had never seen him before. And especially in gifted classes, you're kind of like in a chunk together, you know?
That's fair.
So I was like, I would have known him. So, yeah. And then the rest is history.
Oh, really. A lot of stuff happened during high school.
Yeah, no.
So that's just us meeting for the first time.
So then we became really good friends.
Like, legit friends, because, like, I had no idea that, like, I'd even have a chance with someone in the grade above me.
An older woman, you know?
Like, it never even occurred to me. Like, I never even, like, tried. Yeah. Like, she was so much of a friend to me that, like, I would go to her about, like, promposals and homecoming proposals and stuff like that. Which is kind of crazy.
We were, like, that good of friends, even though we'd never hung out outside of school.
I guess that's true.
But, like,
we had a lot of fun in the back of the chemistry class.
Talk the whole back of the class. And Ryan sucked up to our teacher, so she still liked him, even though he goofed off the whole time talking to me.
I didn't goof off.
Well, like,
but I was good at the class, right? So she also didn't care about that.
But I had an A too. It was fine.
That's true. I don't know.
But for some, it's just like the boy, like, you know how girl teachers are with the guys in their class that suck up to them. It's like that whole dynamic. I don't know. Anyway, so Ryan sucked up to our teacher, so she liked him. I don't think she liked me very much, except I did teach her how to, what's that dance called? WAP. Not like the W-A-P WAP, the W-O-P WAP.
Oh, I guess you have to distinguish now?
Yeah. Not the wet, you know.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
My favorite word.
Is it? That's a weird word to be your favorite word. So, yeah, we're getting way too caught up in chemistry. So we used to walk together after class too, until you met up with your girlfriend at the stairs. I remember that. And then...
You remember that?
Yeah. And then we'd say bye. And I'd walk with, like, I think Carly and Barbara, and you'd walk with Ellie.
What else is funny is that she became really good friends with my ex-girlfriend.
Yep, that's later on. So...
I guess that's college days, huh?
No, it was high school.
Was that high school?
Yeah, senior year. Well, I guess it was college for me, high school for you. So then the next year, so chemistry comes and goes, summer happens. Don't really think I'm going to see him again. You know, I thought, like, saying bye at chemistry would probably be the end.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, during the summer, I saw you at the pool.
Oh, that's right.
And then...
No, that was the summer after.
No, that was that summer. And then... This is why I wanted you to read the script beforehand. Not script, but like summarizes what happened every year because I went back and thought about it. But then I got my wisdom teeth out, and that day we got our class schedule, and we were in the same Spanish class. So it was just fate, you know? Like, what are the odds?
I guess that's true.
There's some fate behind it. Like that we had the same chemistry, then the same Spanish the next year. And then I don't think we ever had a class together again.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, because we were already together. So, you know, God was like, okay, I've done my deed.
Yeah, that was it. That was the last time, huh?
Yeah, I think so. So it all started, I asked you to go to a football game with me and my friend Kayla.
Yep.
And so you came and picked us up with your friend Charlton.
Yep.
And he told me that he was asking someone to homecoming. And I got a little jealous for some reason.
Did I tell you at the football game?
You told me at Chick-fil-A on the way to the football game. Before the football game.
I'm on a date with you, and I'm telling you how I'm going to ask another girl.
You weren't on a date with me, clearly.
Not in my mind, anyways.
So, yeah, I must have really made like all the first moves, huh? I asked you to a football game, but I really thought about that as friends.
Did you?
Yeah, but then
Are you sure?
Yes. But, like, obviously I thought, like, there was some sort of attraction.
I just know I wanted to go with you because, like, you're part of the cool group. And I was like, oh, okay.
Even though Ryan was the one on homecoming court.
That's true. I won it, and then we started dating, and I never won it again.
I was the downfall of his popularity in high school, I guess.
Once you're taken, you're taken.
So Ryan told me how he was going to ask this girl to homecoming. And then that night, I told my friend Kayla that I wanted him to ask me to homecoming, not her. Not Kayla, but the girl you're going to ask. And so instead, you asked me.
Well, no.
Because she DM'd you, right?
No, you told Abby Jordan that you were jealous. And then Abby Jordan told Charlton.
Should we be name dropping? I guess we already are. It's fine.
And for posterity's sake, who cares?
Okay.
There's nothing bad about these people. They're the ones who got us together. And then Charlton told me. And I remember exactly where I was when Charlton told me.
Where were you?
You probably won't like it.
Oh, I know who it is. Okay, I won't. Let's not bring that up. He was at a girl's house that I didn't particularly like. So then that next day, he asked, or not next day, it was like during the next week, he asked me to homecoming. And as I'm holding the balloon that I got in my first period class, because he asked me with balloons that said roses are red,
violets are blue, will you go homecoming with who? ? And
that same time, someone else was about to ask me that day.
I know. I remember barely getting in there.
Yeah. And he was an older boy.
I know. And you chose me.
Yep. I chose the younger boy instead of the older boy.
Yeah. That is weird.
Well, you were already asking me in like such an elaborate way.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of asking me.
He just kind of came up to you though, right?
Well, I think that Charlie, my friend, said, hey, do you have a homecoming date yet? Because this kid, Austin, was going to ask me.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, actually, I'm in the process of being asked right now, and showed him the balloons. And then they were like, okay, never mind.
Oh, so he never ended up asking you. That's right.
Like, he was just in the plant. Like,
yeah.
He was planning on it.
Right.
So, yeah, then we got into Spanish class. Do you want to tell the story?
So we got to Spanish class. There were some flowers under the projector. That's how old we are. There were projectors in class. I'm sure by the time people listen to this, projectors will be a weird thing. Are
they?
I don't even think they exist anymore.
It was not like a projector like the old-fashioned ones.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Yes, it was. Because what did you have to do? What happened?
I had to pull up the screen.
To what? The screen to what?
The projector.
Okay, the old-fashioned projector.
It was like the overhead projectors that projected onto that screen.
Correct. There was that. But then the flowers were underneath the old-fashioned projector.
Oh.
Correct. And everybody started pointing at them out. and thinking, oh my gosh, Miss Campos, who got you flowers kind of thing. Like they were thinking they were for Miss Campos.
And she got really embarrassed.
Did she? I don't remember.
Yeah, she like didn't know what to say.
Oh yeah, because she was trying to hide it and whatnot. Yeah. Because I put on a board behind the projector screen, "Quieres ir a homecoming conmigo?" in Spanish, classic, right?
He's better at Spanish now than he was then because he lived in Brazil for 2 years.
And Portugal, same thing.
Yeah.
And anyway, so Miss Campos asked Kirsten specifically to go put the whiteboard up. And when she did, she read that. And when she went up, I snuck around, grabbed the flowers, and was waiting behind her with the flowers. We actually have a video. I should probably try to find it and overlay it in the YouTube video.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
And yeah, that's how it all started. And then I guess that same week I asked you to be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I moved very quickly because, well, one, I moved very slowly with my first girlfriend. And I got not made fun of for that, but people judged me for that, hardcore. And then two, the girl who you don't like, who I won't name, told me that this is a whole new ball game because it's an older girl, so I better not waste it. So she encouraged me to go quickly too. I remember specifically standing in line at homecoming and being like, "Oh yeah." Well, first of all, do you want to talk about how we missed?
Oh my gosh, we're only going to get to like 18.
Do you want to talk about homecoming?
Oh yeah, so how we missed.
So I'm on homecoming court, right? And so I have to go like leave as they're clearing the dance floor for the homecoming court to happen, right? I'm like, all right, I'll take my chance. And I go to hug her. Or I go to hug her.
Yeah.
Then I go down to kiss.
He did the hug and then the kiss. But it just did not make sense.
Something. And then she turns away as I went for her. And then I got it on like the upper left cheek. Or her upper right cheek.
But it was a little bit on the lip.
And then I just walked away. Like nothing was said and I walked away and it was awkward as hell.
And then I'm sitting in the stands.
And it took a good 30 minutes for them to like clear everything out, clean up, and get homecoming court ready. I'm just standing up there like, oh my gosh. Like, I just missed. Like, what the frick?
People say that your first kiss like predicts your relationship, but I don't think that's true because he literally missed.
It was pretty bad, actually.
And then I'm sitting there in the stands like, oh my gosh, we just had the worst first kiss. Like, what do I do? And then my friend was like, well, if he wins, go up and give him like a big kiss and tell him congrats. Like, but do it either way. Just be like, good job. And give him a kiss.
Luckily I won. Wasn't that awkward.
Yeah. So he won. I gave him a kiss. And then we kissed like 12 times after that.
Oh my gosh. You were very, I don't want to use the word aggressive. Like, you guys have to understand, like, it took me 6 months to kiss my first girlfriend. And then this chick, who'd already kissed, like, what was it, 28 guys by the time you started kissing me? No. It was something like, you had a list. It was something like that. I remember getting pissed off.
Yeah.
I was super jealous.
It was less than 21, though, because 21 is when you're supposed 21. To. Yeah. 21 is when you're supposed to find your true love. And I read that in a magazine. And so I was like, oh my gosh, is this my true love? So it was around that.
It was more than that, but it's okay.
It wasn't.
Okay. So she was used to all that. I was a nerd. Let's put it that way. So I was just like eating it up, like enjoying it, right? Like this was great because she was kind of initiating everything. And we used pictures as an excuse to keep kissing, I think.
So that kind of weirds me out now thinking about it. I don't know.
Super cringy.
I feel embarrassed. Yeah. So then, I
feel like you felt like you could take control of the situation more because you were older.
Maybe that's
And I
true.
think I just let you because I felt younger.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It's still how the relationship works.
Oh, you wish. Oh, you wish.
I just kind of take control because I'm older, you know. So then let's talk about how you asked me to be your girlfriend on my 17th birthday because we need to at least get to 17.
Why don't we just leave it there?
Well, no, let's talk about it. So he literally, as I'm at homecoming pictures, his mom came up to my mom and said, Ryan has something special planned for Kirsten's birthday.
Homecoming pictures?
Yes. Because it was literally that homecoming was the weekend before and my birthday was on a weekday. So, yes, it was.
That's kind of crazy.
So then I don't know if you had originally planned, I'm going to ask her to be my girlfriend on her birthday, but he took me ice skating. This was like my first real date, I feel like. So I felt so scared.
First real date?
Like, no, like I had been on like movie dates, but not like.
I hate movie dates. See, I was good at that kind of thing, but like any other like kissy or whatever stuff, like I just wasn't good at that.
Yeah.
Like planning out dates and stuff, and like how to propose and stuff, I was pretty good at. I feel like.
You were good at like grand gestures.
Correct. Service, acts of service. It's my love language.
That's true. It is. But now I don't get the grand gestures. I just get.
I don't get any brownies in my locker anymore.
You're getting dinner downstairs right now. I can reset it so we have 5 more minutes. Or 4 more minutes I'll do. Because it said 25 to 30 minutes. I just screwed it up. So, yeah, I'm just trying to set my timer so I don't burn the dinner. So, yes, he took me ice skating because I was a figure skater. And then...
Figure skater.
Yeah.
Figure skater.
I know, I can't say it right. My mom would always make fun of me. Like, you do this sport and you can't even say it the right way. You really need to learn that. Okay, well, I never learned. So, we went ice skating. No, we went to Longhorn first. We got burgers. I remember that.
Did we both get burgers?
Yeah. And then...
What was on your phone? You were nervous because you had a list of things to talk about.
Yeah. Because... Also, I make a really big deal on my birthday, so I was like, if my birthday sucks...
See, I didn't know this at this point. Like, I didn't know how much she cared about her birthday, because, like, to me, like, birthdays have just been, like, birthdays. Like, it's my birthday.
No, for me, like, I make a big deal about my birthday.
Yeah, back then, you used to celebrate your half birthday.
I did.
That's how big of a deal it was to you.
Yeah. But, like, I already know what I'm doing for my 25th birthday.
Do you?
Yeah, we're going to Glacier. I booked the hotel. So, yeah, I still make a big deal on my birthday. So this was like a big deal. I'm going on this first like real date with this guy on my birthday. This better not be awkward. I've never like hung out with him one-on-one for an extended period of time. So we went to Longhorn. We went ice skating. And then he asked me to be his girlfriend. Like we went back to his house and he had a piece of cake that said, "Will you be my girlfriend?" And then a bigger piece that said yes.
I really like using props.
And then a smaller piece that said no.
On things. This is even how I asked you to marry me.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have the balls to say it himself.
Shut up. I was going to say, I don't actually ever say anything. It's always written on something else.
You just let someone else say it for him. So...
Yeah, I didn't even have to ask you to marry me. You just started saying yes.
It was literally on a buoy that a whale was bringing towards me.
It was pretty good.
It was good. It was really good. I thought it was going to blow up on TikTok more than it did. But, yeah, so he asked me to be his girlfriend. I was, like, so shocked. Like, I remember having a moment of, like, pause where I was like, what the heck? This is, like, so fast. But then, like, I had this feeling like you should say yes. And so I did.
Yeah, I had to get you while I had the chance.
Yeah. So then he said, yeah, I said yes. And then the rest was history for a while. And we will continue talking about that next time.
Because you got to go get dinner.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Well, it was fun talking about this.
It was good.
Yeah. So I guess we're going to have a part 1, part 2, part 3.
Probably. It's a long story.
Yeah, it is. It was
a
lot of
years.
years.
Left out a lot of details still.
I know, but I don't think people care that much about the details.
No. It's all right. Join us later.
All right. We'll
Bye.
talk to you next week.